Hi, this is Rick Storley with Game Day Coaching. The first video we talked about site design and not using a web designer to design your site, but really looking at your goals. And then we discussed how we need to engage your prospects or your web visitors when they're in the research stage and begin the relationship there. Because if we wait all the way till they're ready to purchase, then we know we're losing a very high percentage of them and we just can't afford to do that. So if your goal is to generate a lead with your website that you can convert to a sale, you're going to want to pay attention to this. Okay, so we talked about the click, but now we want to get someone to call on the phone. We want to get them perhaps to stop by the office or stop by the model home, and we want to build value. So we're going to dive in and show you just how to do that. So here's the click not contact in the research stage. We're moving now towards the call and email, the come by, and the building value. So she's moving in from here from researching into purchasing. So what's going to happen is typically at a minimum of 90 days, she's going to start moving into the purchase stage where she's looking to have a two-way conversation. Now here's some key things you need to do prior to that. Number one is you got to establish trust. And the best way to do this is use what's called, Scott Stroud taught me this term, social proof. But use social proof on your website. So that's going to be a large amount of testimonials from your happy, satisfied customers. Now there's three types of testimonials. The first is simply just the written word, and it's from, say, the Johnsons. Boy, ABC Builders is the greatest. That's the least powerful type of testimonial, but it's better than nothing. The second type of testimonial will be the written statement next to a photo. And then the third, and by far the most powerful type of testimonial, is going to be a video testimonial, because then someone can see not only the spoken word or hear the spoken word, but they can see the body language and they can hear the tone of voice and someone's excitement. Now, don't make the mistake on your website of putting all your testimonials in one spot. They need to be sprinkled throughout your website and especially be found on the pages that are most used. So you want to make sure you've got good Google Analytics established and you know what your most popular pages are. So that's establishing trust. Number two is the value of your services. And that's very specifically taking a position in your particular marketplace through differentiation. If you don't know all about that yet, you need to go to landing the perfect prospect and attracting the home buyer pages there and look at those videos. But you have to leverage the 10% that you do different. And then you have to break that into web copy. You have to break that into tangible things that you do that your competitors can't or won't. So in other words, establish the value of your company through differentiation. And then number three, they got to feel like they've gotten to know you. So that's where social media comes in and is such a helpful tool. Everybody wants to discover you or stay in touch with you differently. So in other words, if they want to follow you on Twitter or they want to follow you on Facebook or perhaps LinkedIn or perhaps just a regular email, you got to give them the option to do all of those. And so the best way to do that is by writing really, really good web content that's frequently updated that talks about the unique things that you do to help the people that you do business for. In other words, your remodeling services and what the results are, what they do for the people that you do business for. Your new homes and what they do for the people that move into them. You got to talk about that on a one-on-one basis. The two most important words, I'm going to leave you with this. The two most important words on your website are the words you and yours. Happy selling.